Okay, backstage at the 1994 NPC USA Bodybuilding Championships, this is Carl Morelli speaking with heavyweight competitor Beau Matlock. Beau, it's really nice to have you back in front of our cameras again today, and we want to say that it's been a joy every time we've seen you because you're a real gentleman in the sport and a great competitor.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I just love to compete, so I guess it comes across that way.
Well, it really does, and the first time I think we ever laid eyes on you was at a teen national show in Daytona, Florida, and you impressed everyone at that show, and you've been impressing everyone ever since. I think it's only going to be a matter of time before you're the guy who's going to be the one to beat.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I've put on so much muscle in the past 2 years that I really am not sure how to get in shape again. Different formulas for everything, and once I get it right, everyone better watch out. But matter of time, I'm going to do the nationals after this, and I think I'll have it then. So.
Well, are you about 24 or 25 now?
I'm 24 now.
Okay, I figured that was about right, and you certainly are probably ahead of schedule as a game plan for people who are coming up in the sport.
Yeah, I am. Most of the people I compete against are 2, 3, at least 4 years older than me, easily. Training-wise, and I just have a gift of adding muscle evenly all over, and I have a shape where it looks nice no matter how big I get, so far anyway. And
that's sometimes referred to as choosing the right parents.
Well, yeah, I kind of got lucky with that. So, but yeah, if you saw my sister, you'd probably agree. I'd have to.
Bigger and stronger than you are?
No, she's a little tiny thing, but shape all over,
Perfectly proportioned.
Right.
Well, it's a real blessing to have, but obviously the work has got to come in there, and you're no slouch when it comes to doing the work.
Oh, not a bit. I love to train. I live to train. There's nothing more. I enjoy nothing more than training, so it comes pretty easy.
Your goal is obviously, I think, to go all the way in this sport. I think we've talked about this in the past. Do you feel you're making the kind of progress that you need to make in order to achieve your goals?
Yeah, I get pressed a lot about, we got to be ready for this show, we got to turn pro now. I don't feel that's true. I feel as long as I improve at each outing, and I see improvements in myself, and I feel improvements, whereas I can look at a pro contest and say, well, I can belong here, then I'll be ready. Until I feel that way, I'm not really concerned about turning pro. As long as I improve every time, then I'm satisfied.
Well, the improvement also has a lot to do, I think, with your attitude, of course, and also the time you put into it, and you're obviously doing that. But there also, I think, is a great advantage for heavyweight bodybuilders because you usually are the guys to beat at competitions. Do you feel that gives you a distinct advantage when you walk out, especially in a pose down against the lower class winners?
Sure, in a pose down, no question. I mean, well, I have the shape of a light heavyweight, so in a heavyweight class, that also gives me an advantage, but in a pose down, no question. Having that much more muscle over everyone is a great advantage.
You said something interesting just a moment ago. You said you had the shape of a light heavyweight. I think I understand what that means, but you want to tell our audiences exactly what you mean by a shape of a light heavyweight when you're in the heavyweight class?
Usually the light heavyweight class is the most aesthetic class, small waist, real tiny joints, and I have that, but I've just added enough muscle where I can walk on stage at 230 pounds, and be in good condition. So if I take that and go into a pose down, there shouldn't be anyone that could beat me.
Well, we're waiting for that day.
It's coming.
That sounds like a promise. Is that right?
It's definitely a promise.
Okay,
oh, yeah.
Great. Anything happened since the last time we've spoken to you about this? Obviously, your life has to change. Everybody's life changes from time to time. Anything significant that's been going on in the life of Beau Matlock?
Well, more or less, the support of my friends has made such a difference. I have a real good group of friends, that keep me calm when I'm getting ready for a show. That make me go sit down when I'm feeling kind of hyper and running around. So that's helped a lot.
Do they take turns doing that, or do they try to do it all at once?
More or less, it's all at once. I have a few guys that come over my house and just take me, anywhere just to get me out the house, so I'm not driving myself crazy. And it made such a big difference.
Well, it sounds like there's a community effort going on here.
Something like that, yeah. Really? Just a big family is what it is.
Right.
A big family, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you've got a lot to be happy and thankful about.
Sure, I do, for everything. Mm-hmm.
Are any of the friends here tonight rooting you on?
Yeah, a couple. My son and my niece and nephew, my biggest fans.
Your son Justin is what, about 6 years old, 5 years now?
7 now.
7? Boy, he's growing.
Just turned 7 in May, yeah. He's nuts. He loves it. He just loves to watch me on stage.
At what birthday are you going to give him a present of a gym membership?
Well, he goes now, believe it or not. He'll try and train. He likes to train back. That's his favorite body part. And he likes my back, so that's why he does it. Daddy, I want my back to look like yours. Okay.
Can he reach up for the pull downs?
Not yet. He tries to do chins if I put him up there, but he likes to do bent rows.
Well, at his size, being that far from the ground, you better be chinning or else you're going to be falling a great distance.
That's right. So he tries to hold himself up.
Right. Well, if you bring him to the gym tomorrow, maybe we can film him doing some chin-ups.
Sure, definitely.
Remember, we need parental consent to get him on the tape.
Right. I got that.
Okay. Beau, as always, it's a great pleasure to talk with you because we know you're a man with a mission, and we think probably any day, any year, any time now, you're going to be the guy who's going to be going into the pro ranks.
Oh, yeah.
So we're betting our money on you, and we don't like to be disappointed.
Well, you won't be.
Good. In New Orleans with Beau Matlock, this is